Leeds College of Music Part 2, arguably the most important part. I can't believe I forgot this. So, when you go to a music college, you're expected to know all the things like scales and intervals, and it's taken as read that really, and I'd done all that. I knew how to read music before I knew how to read words. So I've been doing it all my life. So I got to Leeds with quite a knowledge anyway, and there are different groups. Some groups are taught to the wider group, some are done in smaller groups called tutorials or seminars, and some are one-to-one tuition. So I had a few lessons one-to-one with an organist called Dave Smith, very good player, and Brian Layton, the pianist, jazz pianist, excellent player. So I had a few, piano and organ lessons. And then the tutorials were in larger groups. So there was one tutor who I won't mention because he's still alive, who was, we were doing some jazz work, some jazz standard. I can't remember what the song was. A bit more obscure than a standard, something like, can't remember the song anyway. We were running through it and we all had to solo over the thing, and I got a bit mixed up over the two of the chords because I was a bit nervous, and he said to me in front of the group, he said, what's up with you, can't you read music or not, or what? Now let me put it in a Yorkshire accent. What's up with you, can't you read music or what? So like I said, I was 18 at the time. I'd been reading music 14 years, and it was nervousness or something, I think, that muddled me up. So he said that, and I thought, you total bastard. And you can feel yourself going red. And so the next day I thought, I can't even face going in. He'd humiliated me. The other kids didn't mind. They probably forgot about it 1 minute later, but it changed the course of my life. I never went in again, which is quite incredible. I mean, he was a typical brusque, big-mouthed, bigoted, dim-wit fucking Yorkshireman, but I didn't really know that at the time. I mean, he shouldn't have said that, and it was the wrong thing, but changed the course of my life 100% because I never went in again. Then I ended up back in Manchester doing cabaret and writing transcriptions for people. So I had a musical life after that anyway for another 12 years as a performer, and then on and off as a performer since then. So I've had a musical life, and I would have done that whether I'd been to music college or not. I'm glad to say that I did go to music college, and I wrote to them a few years ago saying I wonder if I could complete the diploma, but they don't do it anymore there. So it's like I feel a bit like the I think is it the lion? Not the lion. Who's the thick one in the Wizard of Oz? The lion is cowardly, isn't he? And the Tin Man. Yeah, it's the Tin Man, isn't it? No, it's the Scarecrow that's the thick one. If I only had a brain. Right, so he thinks he's thick because he doesn't have a diploma or a degree. And that's not the case. You can be clever and not have a diploma or a degree. But at the time, because this guy abused me really, he sort of pissed me off. At the time I couldn't respond. I didn't have the confidence to respond to that. I've had that since then at a place called Manchester College of Arts and Technology in the year 2004. Oh, and I responded then. it was brilliant, because I know what I'm doing now. I knew what I was doing then, but I was only a kid at the time at Leeds College of Music, so he shuffled my life into a way that it should have never gone, because he was a rotten apple. And I'm glad to say, it would have been nice to have finished the diploma, but I didn't do. And for years I felt bereft of a diploma or a degree in music. So I had a lot of musical qualifications in terms of the grades that I've mentioned in video 1, but not in terms of a diploma or degree. And that felt missing, and that's why I wrote to him a few years ago saying, can I finish it off? And I'd have loved to have got a sort of musical qualification as a sort of full stop in my musical education. But then I look back now and I think, because I went into a completely different direction from my mid-30s, I changed careers completely. So even though I didn't have a music diploma from 1986, it would have been 87. I look back now and I think, well, I've got a postgraduate certificate in counselling, an advanced certificate in CBT, EMDR practitioner certificate level 4, a Master of Arts degree from Manchester University, British Association for Counselling and Psychotherapy accreditation, and an advanced diploma in CBT, special diploma, and interpersonal psychotherapy award. And so I think, well, I've done alright without the fucking music. So as I always say to people, for me, music should have been kept as a hobby rather than going into it as a career. Not because I couldn't play, and I can certainly write music, but it's not that. It's because music is just it's supposed to be an enjoyable thing, and if you start to become so qualified and up yourself, it takes a lot of the enjoyment out of it, so it becomes very difficult then to sustain any enjoyment. Whereas when you're doing it for fun, that's okay. And I've obviously gone into different world now as far as qualifications are concerned, and I'm a psychotherapist, and I don't I still bother with music. I play a lot, but I don't have a life that revolves around musical qualifications. But I'd still, like the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz, I'd still like a musical qualification, because that would be like, I finished it off in the end. Because I've got the other qualifications, the so-called letters after your name. When I was growing up as a kid, my nan and my great aunts that brought me up used to say, oh yeah, you'll have your cap and gown one day, which they meant like graduation, and the cap and gown that graduates wear. And I've had 3 graduations now, and I've had the caps and gowns. So I've done that, but not in music, which is funny. And the reason it wasn't in music is because of the arsehole teacher at Leeds College of Music. So again, if you're thinking of going to Leeds, but you could go to Manchester, go to Manchester.